Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. And the Seminoles about to kick it away and get this season started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's out of bounds at the 31 after a nice return. So Georgia Tech's offense will have the first possession of the game. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in. Now,
open runway ahead. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
You just cannot draw up the start of a season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year and quick fire. You're down the field scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
I know, everyone's yelling, but you didn't get the first down. We need more yards. When you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seminoles. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They'll ride the hot hand, and they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Benson. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Lucas. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part and the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense trying to draw people off sides. No, sir. They said, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early.
And they got him for the sack.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that thing. You can tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. And he intercepts it, bringing it back. He's at the 10, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously.
Afterburners coming. Inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to seal the edge on the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Here on 3rd down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. To throw, it's King. Fires the pass, intercepted. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll toss it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Lucas. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Defense makes a stop, but the chain's moving. It's 1st and goal from the 8.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Goes to the option. The pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation. You can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
Big play coming up right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And they get to him just in time and ride him out of bounds at the 1.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, no! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's King. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Benson. Makes a move. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for the big play. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't big.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Gets away. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive guy.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He now has 56 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big, and he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Seminoles. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Haynes. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Escapes the sack. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab down the middle. Stopped after making the catch. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Dropping back, it's King. Steps away to find some room. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Lets it fly. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Play number 10 on this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Absolutely perfect. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He's looking to throw it. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And this will be caught at the 30. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. He scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box. And
he lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, no! And the stomping has commenced. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Offense in a bunch formation. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lane. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Now the pitch. At the 35, he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Seminoles have this offense rolling. They'll throw it on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw on that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown Seminoles. And the pummeling has started. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Makes a man miss. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. Now on first down from the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll run play action. Might be looking to run. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Third and goal coming up here. Back to throw, it's King. They're trying to get to it. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
Well, you're always going to wonder what would have, could have, should have happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
And he's running in the open. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Got a man. It's Lucas.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
Inside the 15. Off he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. And the route is on.
And Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Looking downfield, it's King. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll pitch it. Got room at the 35. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, no! And the punishment has been extended.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get it.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Off the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, it's King. It's complete on the right side. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The play-action fake. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Give to the running back. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. Turn and hand the ball off to a running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. Talking to the coaches coming into the game, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the draw.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback checking off. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. On target to the left. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll...
This offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still...
And they're going to score again. Yet another. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we...